G'day folks, MBS here. Today we're going to be looking at testing this airflow meter off a VL Commodore, same as the Skylines. Now it's part of the ECCS system on the engine management, and they call that the Electronic Combustion Control System. Okay, so ECCS for short. Alright, now the reason we're going to test this is we may have thrown a code 12, code 12 on your ECU, and that's basically telling you the airflow meter is faulty in some way. So we need to test this and find out if this is actually the problem, or it's your wiring to this unit that's the problem. Alright, but all I'm concentrating on today is bench testing this and making sure that it's working, and if you've still got a 12 code showing, then you're going to be needing to look into your wiring. Alright, so I'll get this in the bench and we'll hook her up. Okay, when you're mounting the airflow meter into a vise, don't clamp it round the plastic tubing, clamp it round the solid aluminium body here. Just get it into your vise and nip it up. Alright, so it's not moving around, it's not going to fall off and break anything. Now, terminal designations on this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the right hand side to the left hand side. Just note where the mixture screw is in relation to that, so that you don't get them mixed up. Now to test this, we're going to be checking voltage. Okay, so we're going to put the voltmeter on volts and we're going to hook it up here. Now terminal number 2 is the earth, so we're going to hook up our lead to earth, and our voltmeter is going to go on terminal number 3. This is a delicate little job, and you've got to make sure that none of the terminals are touching. I've got these cute little Gucci computer terminals I found in my toolbox, makes this much easier. Unfortunately, they're not insulated from each other, so I have to be very careful that I'm not touching the leads together. Now we need to get power to it, but first I will hook up the negative, and that means I'm going to have 2 wires going to this number 2 terminal. Oops, she fell off. We get it on a little bit better and solid. We'll clamp that one off the other side. If it opens up that wide, there we go. Alright, so we've got our multimeter earth on, and we've got our power supply earth on. Now our power supply, we supply that to terminal number 5. So terminal number 5 will get 12 volts. Okay, and that's all the connections you need to make for the time being. Now all we do is get some power to it, and we should get a voltage reading on terminal number 3 of 1.6 volts plus or minus 0.5. That'll do me. We've got 1.3 close to 1.4. So that is within specifications. Okay, the next test we have to do is an airflow test, which means we're going to have to push air through the unit, and that voltage should change. And what we're looking for is getting around about 2 to 4 volts when we push air through it. I'm just going to do a quick fun and just blow through it and see if that works. I have no idea if that worked, but I'll better get an air gun and do it with constant airflow and see if we can get that voltage to change. Now I've got my little air gun. I'm going to put some air through this. It's not much. I've only got about 4 or 5 psi in there, but I'm going to hold the air gun away a little bit and start pushing air through it. And there we go. So we're getting voltage, and it's over 2 volts. So this airflow meter tests up okay. Alright, now we're ready for the hot wire test. I've still got my voltmeter hooked up, so you'll be able to see once I get my power onto that terminal 4, you'll see that it's 6 volts. So I've got the computer terminal hooked up to terminal number 4. I've still got my earths on terminal number 2. I've removed the other power supply, the 12 volts. So all we're going to do is touch this to terminal 4 for 1 second. The wire should glow red hot, and once you release, obviously it'll go out. If I was to keep that on for, I don't know, you wouldn't want to go too much longer, you could blow the wire. So this is a quick test, and what I'm going to be doing is bringing that up from underneath while I'm looking down the throat of the airflow meter to see if the wire heats up. So let's have a look. Nope, I got nothing. So I wonder if it's 12 volts. Alright, let's screw it up to 12 volts. We'll see if it works then. Once again, I'll come up from underneath. 1 second. No, I did not get a glow. Hot wire is not working. Like the wire itself is working because the airflow is still functional. As you saw when we blew air through it and we got the right voltage out of terminal number 3. But as far as putting a 6 volt or 12 volt into terminal number 4 to see if the wire itself glows, it's no good. Okay, almost got through it. So this would work if I put it on a vehicle. It would run fine. However, after a period of time, as dirt accumulates on that hot wire, because it's not self-cleaning, it would start to fail, and you would get black spots and hesitations, and the thing just wouldn't run right, because you wouldn't be getting the right mixture. Poor old. Now, I hope I've tested that hot wire correctly. I've never actually done it on a bench before. I've done them on the car. Easy to take air cleaner off, put a mirror in there, get someone to turn the engine off, and you'll see that hot wire if it lights up or not when you turn it off. But on the bench, this is not working. I'm pretty sure I've got the earth sorted. I've got the power supply correct. Now, as you saw, we are still in a conundrum that we don't know whether it's 6 volts or 12 volts that activates that hot wire. Righto, I need to make an amendment to this at the very end. It is 6 volts you put through the self-cleaning circuit at terminal number 4, not 12 volts. So I tested 6 and 12 as you saw, because I had 2 manuals conflicting with each other. But after some looking deep into my library, I found another 3 publications on this, and they all say 6 volts. So I'm going with the 6 volt version, yeah? Alright, that makes sense to me. And now I'm going to probably put on my website this page. I'll photocopy it. This is an Auto Tech publication from Repco, brought out many years ago, and they're a very reliable source for information. So yeah, I believe the 6 volt version. So if your hot wire isn't working on 6 volts, it ain't working on 6 volts. No point putting 12 volts through it, is there? You can do it. It's buggered anyway, isn't it? So you could try, but as you saw in my airflow meter that I was testing, 6 and 12 didn't work. Alright, I just thought I'd make that correction, so make sure you only put 6 volts through. Yeah, we don't want to be going 12 volts just in case you blow that hot wire. Now it's pretty important because in this publication here, they actually go into a little bit more detail than my other manuals, and they say that 6 volts for 1 second heats that wire up to 1000 degrees. So yeah, you don't want to leave it on for more than 1 second. If it's not glowing red after 1 second, disconnect the voltage, because you don't want to destroy the airflow meter, because as you see in this one, that can still be used, but it's not going to last very long because the hot wire is just going to get gunked up with dirt because it's not self-cleaning. And that's it, folks. So that's how you test an airflow meter. This one's failed. In the rubbish bin she goes. Catch you in another video.